teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Trail Blazers in this one. We're in Miami for some Heat basketball. This hometown crowd ready to go. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Greg, you look up and down both these rosters, and these are incredible athletes on both sides.
So we expect, Kevin, that we're going to get some great highlight plays out in transition here, and you're going to see the court shrink up a little bit for some of the offensive players.
How about the most athletic guy you ever faced?
John Barry? No, I'm kidding, Kevin. I'm kidding.
You like that answer, though, yeah. If he's listening, I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Jordan, LeBron, who?
Most athletic player I ever faced was Kobe Bryant in his prime.
I like that answer. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, Lillard and McCollum, the explosive backcourt pair. Plumlee out there with Aminu, and it's Turner in at the three.
Now, really no excuse for him missing that one, guys. He has to knock that shot down.
Aminu with a screen for Turner, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Yeah, not a highlight reel play there. He needs to be aware of where he is on the court at all times.
Portland on defense. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to speak with Terry Stotts. He said the key to this game is how much they can limit the quality looks inside. He said when you're playing a team like this, you don't stand a chance if you give them easy shots down low. We'll see who wins that battle, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Aminu with the bucket.
And this is where he can hurt you most offensively. Aminu's well schooled in the catch-and-shoot game.
Bosh, the screen. Whiteside kicks to Dragic. Bucket is good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Hey, paid attention in arts and crafts school right there. Didn't have to work very hard at all for that one.
Now, here's Lillard, and it's Aminu in the corner. McCollum outside. Lillard outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Plumlee.
The defender tries to get all ball, but Plumlee's size and strength come into play there.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Two shots.
No good on the free throw.
And the Heat making some trades last season to get underneath that luxury tax threshold. They reset the clock on the dreaded repeater tax, which absolutely hammers teams for being over the tax for consecutive years.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, a former 5-star recruit won a championship in college. Plumlee still finding his way a little bit here in the pros.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. Dragic a screen on Lillard. Here's Waiters. He drains it from beyond the arc. Waiters got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Brent, as you look at how the Heat have moved to get under the cap, and even with the tax ramifications, they brought in Joe Johnson. It's become a big consideration for teams.
Well, there's no doubt that the penalty with regards to the tax doubling up and sometimes tripling up what it is that franchises will pay for going over that luxury threshold is affecting the decision-making of the general managers around the league. But this huge boost in salary cap space, Kevin, that's going to raise some eyebrows as well.
Here's Bosh following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Dragic the pass to Winslow. Bosh and Chris Bosh with the slam.
Oh, nice explosion to the basket by Bosh, who wastes no time in throwing that one down.
And Lillard kicks to Turner. From 11 feet away, that one doesn't go. And Miami the other way now. Outside Bosh. There's the screen. He kicks it to Waiters. Good, and it's Bosh picking up the assist. Waiters got 5 now.
He approaches the rim strong there and then flips up the teardrop.
Here's Lillard, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And you look back, and some players haven't really loved playing in the Northwest. You might include LaMarcus Aldridge in that category, but Damian Lillard certainly has embraced it.
Well, if it couldn't be Oakland for the hometown Warriors, Damian Lillard enjoying his time in the Pacific Northwest. He seems like one of those guys just not drawn to the bright lights and glitz and glamour of the league. He wants to get down to business and get to work. Plays with a chip on his shoulder coming out of Weber State, and he doesn't mind that small town atmosphere and those incredible fans the Blazers have had for years.
Good on both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside Bosh. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. That one falls. 7 points for Dion Waiters. Portland trailing here. To the inside. Back to McCollum. To Plumlee from 11 feet away, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Though he's not the biggest scoring threat, Plumlee does have the size and athleticism to cause defenders some problems down there.
Outside Bosh, it's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's Whiteside. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Aminu slams it in.
More and more, Damian Lillard becoming that dangerous playmaker. Does a great job there finding the open man.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. The feed to Turner. Dishes to McCollum. To the wing on the left. Pass to Aminu. And it's Miami with the rebound. Dragic dishes to Waiters. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. Tries again. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
He thought he had the clean block there, but the refs saw it differently, and they call the goaltend.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw, good, Whiteside.
I mean, there's no doubt that every offense thinks about Hassan Whiteside and what he can do to you on the defensive end of the floor. He bothers so many shots with his height and his length. His timing to go up and swat shots away is just unprecedented. Nice to have a big man in the league that does things like that on that end of the floor.
Raiders on the wing. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
I don't think he even saw the defender. It didn't matter. Waiters up to the challenge.
And thinking again on Whiteside, Brent, that is what sticks out to me. His ability to time up blocks with his height is something you very rarely see.
Well, the one thing, Kevin, he does so well is the long arms. He keeps them down and then extends them as quick as possible to get to the ball. And I think that offensive players don't realize he's got a chance to get to him. But that's why he's one of the league leaders in block shots.
Dragic left side. Good work defensively by Lillard.
Well, he makes the big bucks because he's expected to knock those shots down. The D was there, but that's no excuse. He has to hit those shots.
Stolen by Winslow. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Timeout. Start it.
Okay, Miami, now time for your heated answers. Let me hear ya.
For Portland, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Aminu, no one around him. Nailed from three-point land. Aminu's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Trailblazers. Left side, Bosh. Shoots from 14. The offensive rebound. And good. That thing does have time as it falls.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Outside Turner. And there's the pass to Lillard. To the paint, Aminu kicks it out to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Turner passes to Lillard. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Lillard's got 5.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Outside Dragic. Here's Bosh. And it's Miami with another.
The D presented the challenge, but Bosh makes that basket look pretty effortless.
McCollum outside. Plumlee with the screen. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And a new group in for the Heat. James Johnson's checked in for Whiteside. Williams comes in for Winslow. Josh Richardson's checked in for Dion Waiters. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Bazili's checked in for Plumlee. Noah Vonleh comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Krabs subbed in for Turner. Now here's Johnson. Back to Richardson. He dishes it to Bosh. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Four on the shot clock.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Kicks to Cramp. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Rebound by Williams.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And when you think of the Blazers' history, Brent, this is a team with a somewhat star-crossed history when it comes to injuries.
Yeah, I remember in the early part of the 2000s, Kevin, how the Portland Trailblazers were the most feared team. There were championship aspirations at that time. But it's been 10 years now, and maybe some of that bad luck that's always surrounded Portland has worn off.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The wide open look here for Bosh. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
That has to be devastating for the D to see Bosh send that shot up as soon as he touches it. Really hard to stop.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Azealia screen. McCollum against Richardson. McCollum dishes to Cramp.
Well, Alan Crabb was a go-to scorer at Cal, but I remember a scout saying that he plays defense in a tuxedo. I'm not sure if that was meant as a compliment. Crabb is making some major strides on the defensive end, though, and with continued minutes, we've seen continued confidence. A good 3-and-D type player who's still emerging.
And he knocks down the first one.
And not a guy who gets to the charity stripe a ton, but overall, Crabb shoots a solid percentage from there.
And so he hits both. The Heat trail by 5. Johnson outside. Inside. Here's Williams. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And Crabb making more hustle plays, trying to earn his keep.
Well, you want to see where he's gotten better. Watch his feet defensively, dramatically improved in that area. So being a two-way player, that's an asset.
Sinks the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Williams. Richardson the pass to Bosh. The jump hook. And it's Portland with the rebound.
You know, looking at his release and his form, it just seems like something is off, and it's affecting both his shot and, at this point, his confidence.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Johnson kicks to Williams. It's Richardson on the wing. Feeds to Bosh. 7-foot shot. That doesn't go either for Bosh. Trailblazers leading by 8. Passes it to Lillard. And here is Crabb. Pass to Ezeli. McCollum kicks to Lillard. From deep. Trailblazers keep it alive. Here's Vonleh. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
A 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Vonleh was the 9th overall pick in that highly anticipated draft class of 2012. Well, you put young guys and potential always next to one another, and that's where Noah Vonleh is right now. Pretty easy to see why he was sought after in the draft. With a great defensive upside, he's got the ability to affect the game in a lot of ways, still growing and still learning.
He's perfect from the line this time. And after one season at Indiana with the Hoosiers, Noah Vonleh, drafted by Charlotte, but acquired by Portland in a trade for Nicholas Batum.
He's shown some flashes here in the NBA, even out to the three-point line. He's an intriguing player to watch develop over the next couple seasons. This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Crabb kicks to Lillard. To the inside, Ezeli, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I know there are a lot of parts still coming together for the Blazers, but it seems like they may have found something with the pairing of Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. What a great backcourt.
And you look at the combination of Lillard and McCollum. Offensively, they are explosive.
Well, I don't think any coach has a problem with having too much scoring or playmaking, especially from the guard position. The question for the Portland Trailblazers as they continue to mature and gain experience is how good and how committed will they be on the defensive end of the floor.
Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Noah Vonleh. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
The last pick in the first round back in 2012, Ezeli has become a solid rotational player.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Bosh dishes to Johnson. Good, and it's Bosh picking up the assist. Bosh has got 3 assists in the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Lillard with it. From deep. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 7. And And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid, and just like I would have died to get in that locker room, you know. So I always have a moment just sitting around and, you know, just not taking things for granted and really taking everything in. And, you know, I couldn't have written the script any better.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help Greg but love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
It's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Once they get out there in the open court, the speed and athleticism just takes over. Not much you can do to stop it.
They've got Whiteside. Winslow is out there with Williams. Then there's Dragic, and it's Ellington in at the 2 guard. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
One shot.
That's good from Crab. Every season, Brent, so much exciting young talent always coming into the NBA.
Well, that's what the league is really predicated on, is young drafted players who come in and change the fortunes of a franchise around. I think we're about to see some of that take place in Minnesota with Karl Anthony Towns.
One of my favorite young players, only 1 year at Kentucky.
And another guy who people look at with regards to his position, Kevin, and say they can't quite figure out what it is that he does not do well.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
With the departure of LaMarcus Aldridge to San Antonio, there's no question who Portland's franchise player is now. It's Damian Lillard, who said, "I am." People say he's not a franchise player, but I didn't make that decision. The franchise did. It's more than being the best player, especially with a young team. You're the example, and the standard is here. Evan, he doesn't shy away from that responsibility.
No, he's built for it, D.A. Thanks. Aminu, the pass to Davis. It's not going to go for him. And Miami the other way now. Dragic kicks to Ellington. Whiteside a screen. Ellington dishes to Whiteside. Turner against Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. Sinks the three-pointer. Dragic has got 7 points.
Just can't leave Goran Dragic open from the three-point line. He loves getting free from beyond the arc and letting it fly.
Crab kicks to Turner. Down low, Leonard. Rebound by Williams. The Heat trail by 7. He feeds it to Dragic. Williams inside. He's covered by Leonard. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Dragic.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Turner kicks to Crab. Offline with his 3. The Heat have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Dragic the pass to Ellington. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Trailblazers leading by 5. And stolen by Whiteside. Up top, Dragic. Turner covering. The dish to Winslow. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Clock at 6. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Aminu with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Grab with the ball. Working on Williams. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And for a long time, the word on Ed Davis was that he had a center's game and a power forward's body. Brent, as he's added muscle, he's a pretty good fit in the middle.
Well, he can block shots and he can get some steals, and he's really upped his rebounding over the last few seasons. He gets it done on both ends, Kevin, and if you look at the numbers, he's one of the more effective centers in the league.
Waiters, he's checked in for Williams. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Myers Leonard. Second free throw, no good. The odd fact for the Heat, they have a lot of left-handed players on their roster, Brent, enough to field a complete lineup, in fact, of softballs. They did so last season.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome to watch, and I'm just not sure how it is that guys play backwards, Kevin, as a right-handed player.
Here is Ellington after the made shot from Evan Turner. Outside Dragic. He kicks it to Whiteside. And Davis sends it back.
Great anticipation. Davis light on his feet and using that 7'2" wingspan sends that one back.
Left side Turner. There's the pick to the inside, and it's Aminu in the corner. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the
Here is Ellington. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. It's deflected and stolen by Vonleh. Turner dishes to Crab. Davis. Davis on the follow. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
they've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Ellington kicks to Waiters. There's the feed to Whiteside. Winslow with it. Now defended by Vonleh. Dishes to Dragic. Buries it from three-point range. Dragic has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Miami.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here's Turner. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Turner's got 4 points in the quarter. Dragic the pass to Ellington. "17-foot shot on the way." Trailblazers leading by 11. Outside Turner. Pass to Crab, expanding his range, and it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Ellington dishes to Waiters. Now here's Whiteside. 6 to shoot. There's the pick. The pass to Ellington. They get the rebound. He gets it in there. Whiteside's got it back down to single digits for the Heat.
Well, when it comes to collecting rebounds, Hassan Whiteside is one of the best in the league. Outstanding job creating a second chance opportunity and getting the shot to go.
Now here's Turner. He has 6. Shoots it up. And Portland again with the bucket.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Winslow with it. Now defended by Vonleh. Winslow kicks to Waiters. From the line. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, one thing, Brent, with Dion Waiters is that when he is on, he is red hot. He's one of those players who will get single-digit points for a few weeks, then just explode for 25 or 30 points out of the blue.
Well, that sounds nice, Kevin, but most coaches are seeking consistency, and he's really not had that in the early stages of his career so far. So still trying to figure out his role, but he does bail out his team every now and again with those kind of scoring binges.
And a new group in for the Heat. Chris Bosh is checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Winslow. Richardson, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. And then for the Trailblazers, Plumlee, he's checked in for Davis. McCollum comes in for Allen Crabbe. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Turner. And the second free throw, good. Brent, you won titles in San Antonio. They led the way, but it seems like nowadays smaller market teams are becoming just as competitive as the ones in big cities.
Well, I think for guys, they understand watching these small market teams over the course of the last 10, even 15 years, seeing the success that the teams are having not only on the floor winning championships, but individually where these players show up. They're showing up in commercials. They've got their shoe deals. So the idea of the mass market has gone away. You can have the same kind of exposure, Kevin, as long as you're on one of those 30 NBA teams. They're going to find you.
So much is on TV. You talked about this before. So much is online. Every game is seen. Every player is talked about.
Yeah, there's no way that you can hide from that kind of exposure. So guys who are looking at teams in the future of where it is that they'd like to play the game, big cities really aren't mattering as much to them anymore. And Al-Farouq Aminu definitely a fit with this Blazer team as they move towards the younger players. He is just 26 years of age. He is a high-energy glue guy and has proven his worth at that position.
Justice Azili, he's checked in for Noah Vonleh. The Heat trail by 12. And you look at Aminu, he brings some versatility. He can play the 3, but he also can step over to the 4 spot if needed.
Oh, yeah, he can rebound and block shots like a power forward at times, and he can defend inside and on the perimeter. What a switchblade for their coaching staff.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now, here's Richardson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. He dishes it to Waiters. Kicks it out to Richardson. Sinks the three-pointer. Trailblazers leading by 11. Lillard the pass to Aminu. Kicks it to McCollum. Plumlee with the screen. Lillard again. The Trailblazers good for 2.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And then Bosh with the jam.
I think the reason Bosh is clicking out there is because of the shots that he's taking. He's as smart as they come.
McCollum outside, feeds to Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
It's as if he had too good a look. Is that possible? And now he's kicking himself.
Now here's Waiters. He's got 10. Bosh in the post. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You know, around the league, Chris Bosh is thought about as such a versatile big man that still can dominate a game. Rare to have someone be so comfortable from anywhere on the floor with his size. Creating his own shot is very rare at the power forward spot, but expanding to the three-point line has made him devastating offensively.
Now here's McCollum. He has 5. Back to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. It's McCollum on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Whiteside, Bosh. Johnson to screen. Johnson outside. Back to Bosh. Fires from the wing. And there's another one for the Heat.
And Bosh is just one of those guys who's turned into a dangerous weapon from everywhere on the floor.
McCollum outside. Passes to Lillard. Three-pointer. And the three ball is good. Lillard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Johnson kicks to Waiters. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And they continue to control the glass.
McCollum with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Off the pick. Again, McCollum missing.
I think the defense was surprised that he did not knock that down. Clear defensive breakdown there, guys. Should have made him pay.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 5. And Lillard gets double teamed. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists now in the game. 40 seconds left in the first half. Johnson dishes to Waiters. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Like a morning newspaper, a fantastic read by Bosh to measure the trajectory of the shot off the rim. Hunts that one down for second chance points.
With his first shot attempt, Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Lillard, the pass to Plumlee, to the paint. Azili, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And knowing that's the kind of D the opposition has been playing, he's going straight for the jugular, just like he should.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. It's the Trailblazers up by 10. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what has to happen to pull out the win?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
First half in the books. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome back as we break down all the action. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He ended up with 17 points and 6 assists. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. Shaq, how do you think the Trailblazers were playing?
Well, Damian Lillard took control of this game. He's the reason they're ahead. He's got such a great mix of scoring and playmaking skills. As long as he keeps running the show with such precision, this game is theirs for the taking.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Miami?
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge. And it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man's route, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. Well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound. They need to show some fight.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
We return now to Miami, where you can see all the action happening on Ocean Drive, right on the beachfront. And now the third quarter about to get going. You look at Chris Bosh in this game. I mean, he's been everywhere.
I tell you what, though, it's going to be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half, because so far they have not had anybody that can disrupt his rhythm down low.
So let's think about the options. You front him or you bring the quick double team. But yeah, he's having a monster game in the post.
The Heat trail by 10. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland, Lillard and McCollum, the explosive backcourt pair. Al-Farouq is out there with Evan Turner, and it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Portland leading by 10. Well, Miami certainly loves their heroes, and if you made a Mount Rushmore of Miami Heat players, Dwayne Wade is certainly the biggest face on that monument.
And it would really be remiss if you didn't consider what it is that LeBron James did in his short time down here in South Beach. But I tell you what, Kevin, certainly Dwayne Wade would be up there, Kevin, and then you have to think of Alonzo Mourning and all the things that he brought in terms of his success and heartbeat for this franchise. But you might want to reserve some space up there in that rocky crag, Kevin, for their general manager.
Bosh can't get it to go.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
To the inside, here's Turner. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Turner's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers. And Waiters kicks to Winslow. Outside Bosh. Pass to Dragic. Here's the three. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. Turner dishes to Lillard. McCollum outside. Turner passes to McCollum. Launches a three. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Dragic. He feeds it to Bosh. Down low. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Well, he has a great ability to lead his man with the pass. Puts him in great position to score.
Winslow kicks to Whiteside. Gets himself open and drills it. Whiteside's got 7 points in the game.
Well, that's certainly a part of Hassan Whiteside's game that he's been working on. If he's getting that jumper to go, unguardable.
Outside Turner. Plumlee with the screen. Back to Lillard. A 3-ball. And the Trailblazers another 3.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. It's good. Bosh has got 23.
Consistent as always, scoring the basketball. He needs some help if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Lillard dishes to Turner. Plumlee with the screen. Turner passes to Plumlee. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
Timeout
called the Heat.
Start it.
And Ellington's checked in for Miami. And Portland with a change here, too. Leonard, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. On defense, the Trailblazers. Winslow kicks to Bosh. Bosh, the screen. Winslow against Turner. Miami no good on that time either. Trailblazers leading by 16. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Plumlee with the screen. Turner passes to McCollum. No good on the triple. Miami's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. It's good on the putback.
His shooting percentage is really outstanding tonight, and his team has needed it big time.
To the inside. Here's Lillard. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Well, the years keep going on, and Lillard keeps getting better and more confident at finishing inside.
Now here's Ellington. He's guarded by McCollum. Bosh, a screen on Lillard. And it's Dragic off the drive. Here's Whiteside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Damian Lillard.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Hassan Whiteside.
Hard to believe that Hassan Whiteside wasn't even in the NBA a few seasons ago, Brent. Took some time off, but what a find he has been since coming back into the league.
Well, it's been nice to see him re-engage and maybe turn around his attitude and work ethic and maybe wanting this at his size. You have to give credit to Whiteside for not giving up on himself and putting some of that work in to become the player he is right now.
Williams, he's checked in for Chris Bosh. Davis is checked in for Portland. Crabbe comes in for C.J. McCollum. And the second free throw, good. Brent, you had the chance to play under Coach Greg Popovich during your 4 seasons with the Spurs. Aside from the obvious accolades and plaudits, what stands out to you about him as a coach?
The one thing about Pop that stands out, Kevin, is the simple fact that the rhythm of the season is something that he has a tremendous amount of control over.
Had great feel for it.
There's no doubt about it. Pop is so good about understanding the feelings and the emotions attached to the game. And on top of that, the priority with which the game should have in your life. And that's the kind of player that they're looking for. They understand that the player has to understand the job, his accountability to his teammates, the role that he's asked to play, and then lastly, just how important basketball is in the grand scheme of things.
Now here's Whiteside. 8 points for him. The dish to Ellington. Misses off the right iron.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Can't keep forcing things when you're not in a great rhythm. Move the ball.
Here's Williams. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. Winslow kicks to Dragic. Shoots from 14. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 6 points.
Now, some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
Dragic against Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Turner. Miami grabs the miss. Inside, it's deflected. Lillard against Dragic. Here's Crabbe. He kicks to Davis. Excellent D there from Williams.
He's certainly a threat to finish those opportunities with some style and flair, but the defense did a simply outstanding job preventing that from happening.
Now here's Dragic. 10 points for him. From 10 feet out, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 12 points for him.
And as Dragic went up on the jumper, he knew the defense was there still. Finds a way to knock that one in.
Now here's Crabbe. He's guarded closely. It's Davis on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Turner. Here's Williams.
Saw that.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Timeout called the Heat. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, I guess the D has not gotten the memo for this guy. He can flat out shoot. You cannot give him that kind of space.
A different look for Miami. Johnson comes in for Derek Williams. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Vonleh's checked in for Portland. The Heat trail by 17. Johnson kicks to Johnson. Whiteside a screen. Good ball movement here by Miami.
Well, nice work on the interior from Whiteside there. His free throw game is a work in progress.
Three trips to the line so far for him in this one.
2.
The first one falls. One thing that Coach Spoelstra doesn't get enough credit for is his attention on the defensive end, Brent. Rarely do you see a team he is in charge of struggle on that side of the ball.
I think Spo has so many different ways that he can deploy his defense and gets very creative with the way he uses his active big guys out on screen and rolls. A great defensive mind in the game. And this Blazers team, although dynamic offensively, defense is where they have the most room to improve. Don't get me wrong. They weren't awful there, but that's got to be a little bit more of their focus.
And here is Johnson following the three from Noah Vonleh. Johnson kicks to Johnson, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Just the teeniest loss of focus. Sometimes that can undo all the hard work the team's put in.
And the Heat making a change here. Bosh is checked in. Portland leading by 19 points. You talk about the Blazers defense. Brent, where specifically do they need to improve?
Well, there's probably two areas, Kevin, where you can be much better. First off is just positional defense, where you have guys in the right spot on possessions just to make them difficult for the offensive team. And then the second part about that is no cheap reaching easy fouls. Those are just bailout possessions that help out your opponent.
Ezeli's checked in for Portland. And Portland has possession. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Davis up top. There's the feed to Crab. Ezeli a screen. Crab kicks to Ezeli. It's hauled in by the Heat. Whiteside's got his 6th rebound on the night. Bosh dishes to Winslow. Bosh the screen. In the corner, it's Richardson. The putback. Now here's Winslow. Defense right on him. Turner against Johnson. Back to Winslow. Goes back up. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And that's now 11 points for Hassan Whiteside.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Turner inside. Johnson on him. And it's Ezeli with the jam.
Yeah, the tremendous size of Ezeli taking full advantage at the rack.
Johnson kicks to Bosh. Johnson, the pass to Whiteside. Shot on the wing. Offensive rebound. Richardson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
That free throw, no good. And this Blazers team built around pick-and-roll offense.
Well, Lillard out on the pick and roll is just so devastating, not only in driving the ball, but his continued proficiency from the three-point line. But last year, I think C.J. McCollum surprised a lot of fans, maybe not a lot of coaches, but a lot of fans with his ability to play the combo guard spot, hit floaters, and be a consistent second scorer.
Trailblazers leading by 20. Outside Turner. Dishes it to Vonleh. Nice D from Bosh. For Miami, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Portland's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. And Aminu slams it in.
Well, you put the physical with the high energy approach, and it's a wonder with Aminu that he doesn't have more scoring outbursts like this one we're seeing here tonight.
Now here's Bosh. He's got 25. Pass to Johnson. Off target from outside. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively. Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Here's Johnson. Al-Farouq Aminu picking up that last basket. Winslow wide open. He fires. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
Well, Winslow makes that shot, and it makes his team that much more dangerous.
And Turner kicks to Vonleh from 11 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Vonleh's got 9.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Yeah, I wonder if they went into the laboratory during halftime. Their poise, their execution, it's been fantastic.
Now here's Bosh. Richardson, good.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Here's Turner. They set the pick. Aminu dishes to Vonleh. And Whiteside sends it back.
When you consider just how long and how big Whiteside is down there, it's not surprising that shot blocking is something he does well.
Now here's Johnson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And the pass to Whiteside. A rebound by Ezeli.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Well, good hand-eye coordination, but he could only get the deflection very close.
And Miami making a change here. Waiters has checked in. Portland also making some changes. Plumlee is checked in for Ezeli. And McCollum subbed in for Crabbe. Now here's Turner. Here's Aminu. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And you look at Al-Farouq Aminu, Brent, a top 10 defender at small forward. He's got ideal size and reach for that position.
Well, it starts with a defensive mentality, and that's something hard to coach guys up with. He studied film of greats like Scottie Pippen and perimeter defenders like Bruce Bowen and learning some of those tricks. And as good as he is on the ball, he can be sometimes even better off the ball, reading passing lanes and coming up with steals.
2 free throws for Aminu.
And for a guy who isn't a great jump shooter, Aminu has been very solid at the line, really, for most of his career.
At the elbow, it's Whiteside. Johnson the screen. Shot off the screen. And Bosh gets it to go on the assist by Whiteside. 27 points for Chris Bosh. McCollum against Richardson. Now here's McCollum. He's tightly guarded. They set the pick. Here's Turner. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. The 3 quarters of play all. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Defensively, we got to give a little more pressure to their shots, all right? Make them make the second, third, fourth play.
That's Terry Stotts drawing the line defensively. Doesn't want the first guy with the ball to beat him.
And that's where a total effort is needed. Get back quickly, match up, call out screens, really the complete package.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. A lot of length up front with Bosh and Whiteside in the middle. Dragic is out there with Wayne Ellington. And it's Waiters in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Well, such a big body, Plumlee does possess explosive verticality and then, of course, a power finish.
And Miami has possession. The Blazers getting the bucket. Waiters no luck. Lillard attacking. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 8 rebounds in this game. The baseline J. And that one's good by Bosh. Bosh has got 29.
You just cannot give Bosh that much space or he's going to make you pay.
To the middle. Here's Plumlee. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Hassan Whiteside. Mason Plumlee, 6'11", very athletic, but despite that, he's not a big-time rim protector.
No, but he is very mobile, and if he can get his body in front of guys who are attacking the rim, he can certainly be a disturbance in there. You ask the scouts, he's improved quite a bit defensively over the past couple seasons.
And he sinks the second. And the Blazers had need at the center position going into last season, so they traded a first-round pick to the Nets and picked up Mason Plumlee.
Well, their GM did a great job of targeting Plumlee as a center for last season to get a starting caliber center still on his rookie contract for the price of a late-round first pick. Not a bad pickup at all.
Now here's Bosh following the miss by C.J. McCollum. No good from Dragic.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Leonard with a screen on Dragic. Three-pointer, Lillard. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 12 points here in the second half.
And when he's in this kind of scoring rhythm, Lillard can make the toughest shots look easy.
And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And there's Myers Leonard on the assist by McCollum.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, they are generating high percentage opportunities. The fast break really helped them establish the lead.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Aminu, and Aminu slams it in.
That's a great way to fire up your teammates. Aminu has the explosiveness to come up with monster dunks like that.
Double team on Bosh. Out to the right wing. Whiteside kicks to Waiters. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And some changes here for the Heat. Reedy's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. And Derek Williams subbed in for Waiters. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ed Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Napier in for Damian Lillard. And so here's Portland. After the missed three from Goran Dragic, here's Harkless. Johnson with the block. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Yep, that one goes in there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside Dragic. To the paint. Here's Reed. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It goes on Ed Davis. That free throw good from Reed. And both free throws good for Reed. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Napier passes to Leonard, and it's in there.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And anytime you see a player 7'1" who can shoot threes, Brent, that's going to draw some attention. But for Meyers Leonard, still some work to do. Where do you think he can get better?
Well, there are minutia parts of a center's game that Meyers Leonard can be better at. Better screen setter, try to be more physical at times, getting a few more boards and increasing his impact defensively. That can be a building block for his team.
Now here's Williams. Up top, Dragic. 6 on the shot clock.
Side out.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And stolen by Napier.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
And another three for Portland.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Williams steps back and shoots. That's short off the rim. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on an 18-4 run. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Johnson the screen. And it's Dragic off the drive, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
Well, when Dragic gets the opportunity to drive, guess what? He's driving. Foot on the gas pedal there.
Here's Leonard, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, Meyers Leonard drafted out of Illinois. You saw a young, bouncy 7'1" big man, and everyone had him penciled in at the center position. He's proven to be much more comfortable playing on the perimeter as a stretch big, and his three-point shooting, when confident, is a great weapon.
First one falls for him. And you look at that release of Meyers Leonard, a little methodical, not exactly a textbook motion, but Brent, it goes in.
Well, here's the thing, Kevin. If a center's guarding you, there's going to be plenty of space and time for you to load up from the three-point line. More than half of his shots coming from three-point range.
Leonard hits them both.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Here's Dragic. Reed a screen. Dragic kicks to Johnson. He dishes it to Ellington. Shot clock at 6. Johnson, the pass to Dragic. Miami needs to get a shot off. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Harkless with the steal.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
Wide open, couldn't capitalize. The Heat have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Portland's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Napier kicks to Davis. Here's Napier. Feeds it to Harkless. Clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. It's stolen by Dragic. And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. Good on the bucket.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Exactly what can happen when you're careless with the basketball. Suddenly, it's going the other way.
Harkless kicks to Leonard. Davis sets a screen. Connaughton passes to Napier. Drills the three-pointer. Napier's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Trailblazers.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Johnson kicks to Ellington. Inside, Reed. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Reed's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Down low, 9 feet out. And it's Napier missing. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. And a switch here also for Portland. Azili's checked in. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Napier. Azili a screen. Reed with the steal. Johnson attacking, and it's Miami with another. Portland in total control. Here's Napier. Kicks it to Davis. Puts it up from 12. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Johnson. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. And here we go. Here's Connaughton. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Miami's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Johnson the screen. Williams dishes to Ellington. Here's Reed. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
I mean, the guy just flat out competes incredibly aggressive on the offensive glass and the stick back.
Josh Richardson's checked in for the Heat. And a switch here also for Portland. Vonleh's checked in for Ed Davis. Reed no good on the free throw. Portland's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Here's Vonleh. Nails the baby hook. Vonleh's got 9 points here in the second half.
This is a kid who loves to play. Vonleh working hard on the offensive boards, then going into a myriad of moves that he's been developing for the score.
Now here's Williams. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Napier.
He's foul call. James Johnson. That's his 5th personal foul. At the line for the Trailblazers, Shabazz Napier. At the line for 2.
Free throw drops for Napier. And good on the second, so he makes them both. He'd have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
That's his 2nd personal foul. Tyler Johnson. 2.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. Portland in total control. Now Harkless. Top of the key, Azili. Here's Connaughton. Passes it to Napier. From beyond the arc. The shot comes out.
You know, if you're going to go set a pick, you really have to be committed to it. He simply did not do a good enough job to get his teammate open.
Richardson kicks to Johnson. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Reed. The kick out to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Johnson launches it. He can't hit that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Pass to Connaughton. Here's Napier. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Vonleh. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Vonleh's got 4 this quarter.
Leaving Indiana after a very successful freshman campaign, Vonleh barely scratching the surface of what he could become.
And you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
Napier passes to Vonleh. And it's Miami with the rebound. In the corner, it's Richardson. Drills it from outside.
Fantastic awareness out on the floor. That's a textbook assist.
Napier dishes to Harkless. Azili screen. And here is Harkless. Vonleh with it. He feeds it to Napier. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
Man, I would have loved to have been a fly in the wall while the coach was talking to the team at halftime. They've been unconscious from deep.
Now here's Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. The dish to Williams. There's the triple. Offensive rebound, Heat. Here's Reed. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
And it's a result of the defense not doing its job in the low post, boxing out and preventing second chance points.
And the basket by Napier.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Lillard.
There was nothing he did not have a hand in out there tonight. And he put them on his shoulders. He carried the heavy load at both ends of the floor. It's all because of him tonight that they're running away with this game.
Connaughton kicks to Napier. To the wing right side. The feed to Vonleh. Azili screen. They get it back. Connaughton passes to Azili. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Napier kicks to Vonleh. Dishes it to Harkless. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Now here's Johnson. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Damian. Congrats on the win. How has your game evolved within this offense?
Well, there's a lot of pick and roll in the NBA right now. Scoring point guards that stay in attack mode and make the right plays are the most successful. And, you know, that's what they want me to be. They want me to make plays and be aggressive offensively. And I'm most successful that way. And I think I thrived in it tonight.
You definitely were on the move and successfully. Thanks again, Damian. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard. Talk about setting the table. What a monster first half he had. Forced the defense into adjustments and caused all sorts of problems trying to contain it.
Talking about Damian Lillard, one of the smartest basketball players we were watching. Passing ability, always gets the most out of his teammates. And his own scoring ability, he could shoot that thing too, Ernie.
It was a stupendous night for him from long range. Having him out there on the perimeter took a lot of heat off their guys inside, and it gave them room to operate in the paint.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.